Hello and welcome back to another Megabonk tier list video. Today we're going to be going over the weapons in the game. Now I'm going to be judging this on both performance in-game, like how many kills can they help you get, but also how much fun the weapon is to use. We're going to go in order, starting off with Flamewalker. Now Flamewalker is pretty impressive. I have seen this being used quite a lot, especially if you go back to the game devs promotion of the game. This was one of the ways that someone broke the game. They basically took Birdo, jumped up in the air, and were just creating big massive fire on the ground. It's impressive. I don't think it's S tier because it's not an essential pick, at least not for me. I could be wrong. If you think I'm wrong, let me know in the comments down below. Now moving on, we have the sword. Now the sword, I don't enjoy it. I really don't enjoy it. It is Sir Ufi's starting weapon, but it is directional based, so therefore it's, especially when you get into the later round with loads and loads of enemies, I feel it doesn't hold up. But we do now move on to our first S tier item, the lightning staff. The main reason I'm putting this in S tier is because not only does it look cool, but it's also got projectile bounces. And what that basically is if you hit one enemy with the lightning, it will bounce and hit another enemy. And you can get multiple bounces. So if you've got, say, 10 projectiles on your lightning staff, and you've got 10 bounces, you will be hitting 100 enemies with this lightning staff. It is so good. I love it. S tier. Fire staff. It's a tough one. It is Fox's starting item. I'm gonna put it in A tier. Now, I've used it quite a bit, obviously playing with Fox, but I don't feel it's S tier. I'm half tempted to put it in not enough experience because I feel I've just not fully got a grasp of it yet. From what I've played, I'm gonna put it in A tier. I think I've played enough of it. But what I've not played enough of is Chunkers. I basically never pick it up. I really don't. If I was being honest, I can probably see it being in a B or C tier purely for the fact that I've used it a couple times, but the chunks just disappear. I don't know. I really need to use it more often. Do you use it? Let me know down below. Bones. I'm just put it in the middle of the board. Again, I'm half tempted to put it in not enough experience, but from what I have used, it's okay. We got the next weapon, the revolver, S tier. Again, very much like the lightning staff. It's got bounces, which are huge. They're vital. They're great. Again, you've got 10 projectiles, you've got 10 bounces. That's hitting 100 enemies. Absolutely huge. Another S tier item is the bow. Main reason for this going in S tier is it deals, it passes through enemies, it pierces enemies, so you can hit multiple enemies. Now, I don't know exactly how many and how it works, but I do know that it does pierce enemies. So if you see the bow, take it. And obviously going back a few weeks, Robinette was the meta. Absolutely huge. Aegis, I'm gonna put in B tier. It's not quite a C tier, but it's definitely not A or B in my opinion. Definitely not S. I say A or B, I mean S. You get what I'm saying? It's a B tier, okay? This is Athena's starting weapon. And I don't know, it's okay. I don't really know much else to say about it. Now, moving on to the Bananarang. I'm going to put that in A. The Bananarang, the reason I'm putting it more in A is the fun factor. I love it. It just looks so dumb. It suits the game so well for that kind of, it's just fun. The game is fun. It doesn't take itself too seriously. The Bananarang is the perfect example of that. Monka's starting weapon as well. Now, yet another S tier item, we have Aura. Aura is basically a ring that goes around you. Any enemy that goes into this ring will take damage. The larger your aura, the more time the enemies are going to be taking damage. Now, Axe, I'm going to be fair. And I'm going to put this in the not enough experience tier. Now, I've played Ogre maybe like 2 or 3 times. I don't know. I can see such huge potential with this weapon. Again, this is directional based, if I remember correctly. I can see potential. Next up, Space Noodle. I legitimately don't think I've ever picked this up in a run. Is it Tony McZoom that starts with this or some? Honestly, I don't know. I do not know. If you know about the Space Noodle, please do let me know in the comments down below, because I gotta know if it's good or not. Moving on to the sniper rifle, I'm going to slam that in A tier. I think it has the potential to go up to S, but again, I just got to get the right build for it. Sniper rifle is slow, but powerful. It can also be aimed manually, which is huge, because if you've got a boss that's on the stage and you're needing to prioritize that boss, but you're being overrun, let's say it's the very, very like final boss of the tier kind of thing, and you need the portal open because you need to get through the portal because you're being overrun. You can just keep running away from enemies, and as long as you're targeting the boss with the crosshair, the sniper rifle will keep shooting the boss, therefore damaging the boss, and hopefully you can get out to escape the portal. It's a great weapon. Now we're moving on to the slutty rocket. Honestly, I don't rate it. I really do not rate it. I think the fact that I've not got mines unlocked, which is a weapon we will come to. You need to kill 7,500 enemies with the slutty rocket. I don't see it. I've tried to unlock the mines, but every time I take it, it just doesn't kill anything. So that's why I'm putting it in the C tier. Now the shotgun, I'll be honest, I've never used it since unlocking it. I probably should try, but I don't see it. I just do not see it being vital. I basically never see anybody picking it up, because I watch Megabonk videos from other creators, and no one's basically taking it. So, could we see a future shotgun meta? Who knows? Now, as I previously discussed in regards to the slutty rocket, the mines, I don't have enough experience because I've never unlocked them yet. It's the only, in fact, I tell a fib. There's one more weapon I've not unlocked, but we'll get to that in a couple minutes. The mines, I don't know. Just not enough experience. Are they any good? Let me know. Next up, we have the wireless dagger. Again, you're probably noticing a pattern here. I've not got enough experience with that. Again, we're closing in on 60 hours of playtime with this game, but yeah, I don't know. Is it Tony McZoom that starts with that? Or is it Space Noodle? I don't know. Now, moving on to dice. Absolute S tier. These things are so powerful. If it rolls a 6, it increases the weapon's crit chance permanently. So basically, the more dice you are throwing out, there's obviously, every time you roll, there's a chance to roll a 6. And each time it rolls a 6, the crit chance on the weapon goes up. It's so cracked, it's insane. If you get dice, take them. Again, Dice Head, probably my favourite character at the moment, purely because of his passive and his starting weapon. Insane. His passive is basically Chaos Tome, just not as powerful. Now, Dragon's Breath, a recent unlock. I'm putting it in C tier. It's directional. I don't enjoy it. I'm not really a fan of directional based weapons, especially when you're getting up to the higher tiers of kill count. Because if you're having to look in a certain direction, that means there's less damage being done in an opposite direction. So, it's a tough one. I'm putting that in C tier. S tier again, we take Katana. Katana is so powerful. It just slices through anything and everything. And it's, from what I've picked up, got quite a decent range. Ninja starting weapon as well. If you see the Katana, pick it up. Now, Poison Flask. I'm going to put in A tier. Now, this is probably more just myself because I enjoy using the Poison Flask. This is a Mog's starting weapon. And if you can get enough attack speed and enough quantity, then you're just going to be throwing out so much poison. It's insane. I'm pretty sure duration works with that as well. Like the The poison gas will like last a bit longer, but it's more if you take that in combination with, say, gas mask, where you will overheal, kind of thing. And then if you got chonk plate, you can overheal, and it's got a lot of potential. I don't think it's S tier by no stretch of the imagination, but A tier, I feel pretty comfy putting it there. Now again, another S tier. We got Black Hole. It's just, I don't know what it is. It's fun to use and it's powerful. It pulls enemies in and just deals mega damage. You can stack it pretty high. Yeah. Moving on, we got Blood Magic. I think if we had done this tier list maybe like 2-3 weeks ago, I would have put this in S, but I'm going to put it in the A tier. Now, this is really good, especially if you pair it with like a beefy ring. I say a beefy ring. As many beefy rings as you can possibly get. Because you have a 5% chance to increase your max HP whenever it kills an enemy. Which is ridiculous. If you've leveled this up and you've got loads of blood magic triggering, you're gonna have a very high chance of increasing your max HP. And if you combine that with beefy ring, which gives you an extra 20% damage for every 100 HP you have, your damage is gonna just scale. It's great. I absolutely love it. I would recommend, and I'm pretty sure it's Vlad's starting weapon. Now, the Executioner, again, you gotta put that in the S tier. It's insane. It's kind of like Katana, just this can instantly execute an enemy, which if you have loads and loads of strong enemies, you kind of want to be executing them as quickly as possible. The Executioner, an absolute must-take. Now, we got Tornado. I don't get it. It knocks enemies back. You don't overly want knockback per se. Yeah, and this is Birdo's starting weapon. Because, I mean, I think I've ran Birdo twice, and I've had 2 successful runs. So based on that, I should really be putting it in S tier. But I think that's been the other weapons that I've taken alongside Birdo. Because I don't see it. I do not see it. But what I do see going in S tier, and primarily because of the current meta with Noelle, is Frostwalker. Now, Frostwalker freezes and damages enemies within the area. Think of Aura, just this also freezes you at this, well, freezes enemies at the same time. The reason I'm putting this here is because Noelle's passive, if you have enemies frozen, you get a slight damage buff. Now, obviously, the larger the area of Frostwalker, that means there's a higher chance of more enemies being frozen. The more enemies that are frozen means the more damage you will have. It's a very vicious cycle, but a great cycle nonetheless. Second to last, we have the Hero Sword, and sadly, I do not yet have that unlocked. That's because I've not defeated a stage boss without picking up any items, power-ups, or using shrines. It is one that I want to work on, and I probably will work on in the next couple days maybe, we will see. But yeah, Hero Sword, I think it could be great, but I honestly don't know. And now potentially a controversial one, Corrupted Sword. If there was like a B- or a C+, I'd put it in there. Do you know what, I'm going to be nice, I'm going to put it in B. No, I'm not, I'm going to be controversial, let's chuck it in C. Now, this deals two-way damage, two-directional damage, front and behind. And behind deals, I think, like 50% less damage than in front. Now, the damage that it does deal is increased when at low HP. Now, I can see how this weapon could be S tier based on if you've got, say, Kevin triggering all the time and your HP is at like 1. I can see how this damage can ramp up. But I have not yet experienced that. I've not yet really used Kevin per se. But there we have it. That is my tier list on the weapons of Megabonk. What do you guys think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? And the question that I am going to ask you, especially to leave a comment about, is if you are to create a new character that requires you to take one of these starting weapons that is not already used, design a character, and pick a starting item. That's your homework. But if you did enjoy this video, this tier list, let me know by liking and subscribing. And I think I've got one more tier list to come, that being the items, but that might take a bit of time. But I want to thank you guys for watching. As I say, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.